let's talk about Soultone. The first thing I want to ask you, because there are so many companies, there's so many really good manufacturers of cymbals.
Sure.
We all know that. All our heroes, all our drum heroes like Nick, like Neil, whoever your favorite is, play so many different brands, and they all, obviously, they sound great or they wouldn't use them. We hear them on recordings. Why Soultone? What's the big why for you?
Well, after leaving Megadeth, I went and looked for a job, a 9-to-5 job, and I ended up working at this store called Drum Connection in Sherman Oaks on Ventura Boulevard, and they had these cymbals in there. They were called Buzin, B-U-Z-I-N, and I was like, well, that's a crappy logo. And it's like funky, looked like some kid drew it in like second grade, you know, and drew this Z on there, and I started playing these cymbals in the shop, and I went, man, I go, these actually sound really cool. I go, I don't know about the logo. I'd have to take that off with some paint remover or something. And as time went on, you know, I worked at the store for several years, and they were just awesome cymbals, man. I'd been a Zildjian guy for the past 25 years, you know, playing Zildjian, and not one cymbal that I had of Zildjian cymbals that I had sounded as good as the Soultone cymbals. And I checked all cymbals out. I checked out Paiste, I checked out Sabian, I checked out Phosphorus, I checked out Meinl, I checked out all these different companies that are out there. Just recently at the NAMM show, we were at NAMM and setting up stuff over there, the Soultone booth, and I walked around to every single cymbal manufacturer in the NAMM hall, and I tried all their cymbals. And there wasn't one cymbal in there that I said, this is a really killer sounding cymbal, because I wanted to take one out of their booth and bring it over to Soultone and go, check this cymbal out these guys got. Not one cymbal there. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Soultone endorsee or any of that stuff. I've been with Soultone from the beginning, like one of their first endorsees
like
that they had.
2005-ish?
One of the first guys to endorse Soultone.
Wow, that's killer.
And I think I am the first guy. That's what Icky told me the other day.
Yeah.
And it's funny because
I saw him slip you a 5 when he said
no,
that.
he brought it to my attention. I wasn't totally aware of that, but he was right. I
That's
was one
really
of the first
cool.
guys to play the cymbals, and just the quality of the cymbals. I don't think I've played one that I didn't like, and there's such a wide array of cymbals that they have, and different lines and different sounds. And really, if you're a player and you want to sound good, I would say check out the Soultones, because I don't know of any better cymbal company that has better sounding cymbals and such a wide array of cymbals, different sounds, and
they have an incredibly wide range of
do.
product. We have an interview with Iki that I did at NAMM. We go through the entire booth, which is a big booth. He demonstrates and talks about every single cymbal of every single line. And I even pointed out to him that while the crew was setting up and everything, I was talking to this guy that was just, he kept hitting this one splash. And I said, you know, not enough selection, huh? Jokingly. He said, man, I'm a heavy metal guy, but this Latin series is blowing my mind.
Right.
So you just never know.
Never
You
go
gotta
by.
go by
You
your
can't go
ear.
by. Yeah, you can't go by the badges on them and the names of the cymbals. It's cool to have. You
It
gotta
might have
separate.
intention.
It's just to separate the lines, and so you can see. Here's the Latin line. Here's the vintage line. Here's the this line, and it's like really it doesn't matter. I have cymbals that I'm using for crashes that say ride on them. So it's all about what you want to hear, and it really doesn't matter to me if it's Latin series or if it's vintage or it's gospel. I don't go by that. I go by if the cymbal sounds the way I want it to, then that's the one I want to use. So I'd say I have a couple of cymbals from each line in the Soultone
mixed in to get
family.
your family sound. Yeah, that's perfect.
I've even customized a couple of them myself by taking a grinder to them and
you have one to
opening
show
them up.
us, don't
Yes,
you?
I do. I have one right here that I worked on.
Oh, that's
and this is just
beautiful.
one of my designs, and
that is so cool. How does it affect the sound?
it definitely opens it up more, and it makes it a little more washed out. It's kind of like with the hammering. When they do hammering on cymbals, it washes out the tone of, you know, when you get that one solid note in a cymbal, it's kind of like ding, when you hit it. This makes it more and more rock sounding.
That is so cool.
So, you know, and I have a couple different designs that they're going to be coming out with shortly, probably next year at NAMM.
So they'll have like your signature line of some designs. That is so cool. Nick Menza cymbals with Soultone. Give me a break, man.
Super awesome.
That is so cool.
And they sound great.
It's a signature sound because of what you're doing to them.
Yes, they're the last of the great cymbal makers from Turkey that are making stuff by hand.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these companies are just machine made. Like Zildjian is making millions and millions of cymbals a year. I don't even think they listen to them when they put the logo. They just look to see that the logo's on it, and it gets put in the package, and boom, it goes out to the shelf, you know. And it's like, Soultone is really a quality.
Beautiful. Can you hear that? Do it again. A lot of color.
Yeah. And
I like that design particularly because I'm really into the sun.
Me too. Sun is the sun god, Ra.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, very nice.
Cool. Talk about your drums and your